create an underscore, begin thread. And what this is going to do is going to create a thread for us. Begin. Oh, we need to include something for this. We've got to go include. It's not that one's the other one. Process. Oh, come on, autocomplete. Why are you letting me down? Oh, there you go. Process.h, that's the one. And that's what we need to use our threads. So we need that begin thread. There you go, beautiful. Look at that. So here, you're going to do, so I'll try and remember what I did with this code, because I've been using this code for quite a long time. I've been using it for some uni projects and so on, so I'm trying to remember exactly what I did. So do void pointer, and then void again, pointer. So void again, void. Now make sure this is exactly the same as mine, and then we close that, and then we say scan thread, which is the function that we want to call with this thread. Okay, 0, which is the stack size. I always declare it as 0. Now that's right. Void, and because we're passing this, we're passing the actual object. We're not passing a copy of it. So if you don't understand about pointers, don't worry about that. I should be making a tutorial on those bad boys. In about a week, maybe. I don't know. It depends how I get on with them. But and also the aimbot. So scan thread. We call scan thread on all of them. So we're saying create 3 threads. I don't think I made any mistakes there. So void, that opens, that closes. That seems right. So create 3 threads and scan those areas, please. Is what we're saying. I'm not saying please because the program doesn't understand that. It's not part of the syntax. So we do that, and then we call the main scan, which is our main one. Okay. I like that. That seems fair enough. I don't think I made any mistakes. So that's our 4 threads. So we start the first one, we scan all the other ones. So we're going to do that now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover that. So I made a small mistake there, which we're going to ignore because it's stupid. No, what the hell did I do that? Anyways, so I made a small mistake there, which is fine. Basically, we were testing the thingy now, and I've got this file here. Paint.net file, which we're going to use to do the testing in. So this is something that I didn't do when I was testing it myself, but that way you'll know exactly what is going on here, because I'll show you. Better off showing you because it won't make any sense me explaining to you. Paint.net, and all I did is I created this little file, little image here on Paint.net, which we're going to use to test this out. And that way you can see that it covers all 4 areas of the actual center of it, and then we'll test it on if it's working. We'll test it on we'll check its time, and then we'll test it on the actual game itself. So we're going to leave this here so we can actually get the so set cursor pause, set that up for thingy, comment this out, leave only the first one please, and hopefully this should work out alright. Okay, so let's run it. So we choose what color to look for, and there we go. So we've got that, and I'm just going to make a mark of my screen. Look at that. It took, if you can see on the screen right now, you should see that it took about 1.6 seconds to scan that whole area. Now this is technically a quarter of the whole area, and you can see how much faster it actually is. And threads, especially when they're independent, they work a lot faster than the main program. The main program's got other things going on, the main thread, but when they're independent, they work a lot faster. So about 1.6 seconds. We should be scanning the whole area. We'll double check in a minute, but we should be scanning the whole area. So you can see how fast it is with set cursor. It will be a little bit faster without it. Alright, I missed a tiny bit of this, guys, because I was recording the Fraps, but Fraps decided to close itself like a piece of crap. So I'm having to record this again, which sucks. So I'm just re-recording this part here, which you guys were seeing when it was scanning the screen here. So I'm going to do this again quickly, and then we're going to do 4 little screens so you guys can see that it's covering the exact area. I left a breakpoint here accidentally. So I'm going to call this again. Oops. Yes, so that's a fail as well. Got a little STDC out here that I forgot to take out. Where did I put that? That should be fine. Okay, so I'll explain this to you in a second. This is pretty much complete. So I just need to take you through this quickly. So here, blue, you choose blue. As you can see, it's kind of the area like I was showing you a second ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little rectangle to just give you an idea of exactly what it's doing. So do another one, and see that rectangle is a lot smaller than what I did it to be, but yeah, so do that, undo that. So it's something like this. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I don't have to be too accurate about it. So as you can see, all we're doing here is just to confirm that it's scanning different areas. So we'll do the second one now, and just choose another color. So as you can see, it covers that area. Now, that is exactly what we're looking for. As you can see there, it's going to do that. It was something like this, okay? About small like that. So it's just covering that area. And now let's do the third one. And so far, this is exactly what we're looking for. So make sure Frap's still recording, or I'm going to do nothing about it. So here's our third one. As you can see, it covers that area. Now, why this looks a bit weird is because, well, my drawing is bad, but we're just confirming that it's covering those areas. Obviously, you can expand the areas yourself if you like. Oh, it's gone faster. I wonder why. That's probably Frap screwing it up. But yeah, it's going that area. As you can see here, it's taking a certain amount of time. We're just reporting the amount of time it's taken to run. As you can see, it's a lot faster than before, which is great. And this is good enough to actually be used in an actual game. So this one covered around this area, around there, doesn't matter. And then we'll check the main scan. And so far, it's exactly what we're looking for. So we do that. We're in the main scan. Just put blue again. And look at that. It's exactly what we're looking for. So this one covers around this area. So the way it works is, I mean, it's exactly what we're supposed to do. So this is your main scan right here. This is your first thread. Here's your second thread, which is here, and here's your third thread. So this is covering all the areas. Maybe not 100% accurately like an actual square. You can do that yourself. You can try and do that yourself. But mine was just to make sure it covers the whole area, and it's quite efficient. So I've done that, and that's good enough as it is. Now, a little trick I want to tell you before we actually go on full testing this. So we've got that. Let's comment these bad boys out, which we don't want. Set cursor pause. Comment that out as well. Oops. Comment that out. We don't really care about these because we just want to test the thing in actual gameplay in a minute. Make sure you comment out all your set cursor positions. And one thing I wanted to take you through as well, if you want to know, I've written this already because I had to re-record, but one thing, if you want to find out exactly what pixel's doing what when you're checking the color, I mean, I've done all the debugging myself, you don't really have to do this, but if you want to know exactly what pixel's being extracted, I recommend you do this and put a sleep function here, so that way you can see exactly every pixel that gets output to your screen. That way, if, for example, you're not getting a shot when you should be getting a shot, then you can come here and find out exactly what it is. And a final thing, before we go into the testing, is I did this here. Now, what we've got here is pretty much, you should only have the mouse event part here, but what I did here is I've done it so that every time it finds a pixel, it shoots 5 times. So as you can see here, rep, whilst rep is less than 5, increment, and there's a sleep function here so that 5 shots are actually done, or at least it'll be around that. Because if we do them all at once, the function will be too fast for the game to actually call the 5 shots. So that's why we've got small sleep there. And this is good for assault rifles, it's quite useful for that. And we've done it so that when it finds a pixel, it just shoots straight away a couple of times, because it might find a pixel at once and then it will go to the next pixel and it will find another one, so it will shoot once, but it will still be around the enemy's crosshair. So we want it to shoot a bunch of times. So find pixels, shoot a bunch of times. I guess you could think of this as a small cheat to just to make a weapon a bit better, to make our TriggerBot a bit better than what it was. So you can do that if you like. I recommend you do, because it's kind of useful. And that's kind of why it's weaker against the mathematical TriggerBots, because those are pure maths and they're never wrong technically. If you code them properly, they're never wrong. That's something we'll do later on. Those will be quite difficult to do, so we'll leave them for a while. I know some of you guys want to see those, but those are quite difficult to do. Alright, so I think that's it pretty much. I think all we do is some testing now just to make sure we're all okay, and then we'll leave it at that. So one final change we're going to do is here. I've got this exactly here, so Call of Duty, we're going to change that to, actually going to get rid of this because we want to get the person's input, and I think that's all we need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this now, kill this here, make sure that no funny business is going on. It's asking for the game name, I like that, that's good. Let me just close this, don't save that crap. These are my videos recording right now. Yeah, so first thing I want to do is, as usual, call the injector. You should have done this a couple of times, but now call the injector, be ready to inject it into the game. You get the virus warning, ignore it please, because it's just stupid, it's not what we're looking for. So I'll see you right now in the game. One quick thing though before we go into the game, make sure you enter the name of the game here. So call, oops, that's a bit slow, call, for some reason I can't, oh, put a breakpoint in my program again. It's a problem with having fraps as your main thingy. So Call of Duty, make sure it says 4 or whatever game you've chosen, alright? Call of Duty 4, it's now looking for it. Until it finds it, it won't do anything. So I'm going to double click it now. Okay, so it's injected successfully. We choose no, and then it's found the game. Now it chooses, it says which color do you want it to detect, okay? Okay, so now that we're in game, we've got, as usual, let's make sure we turn wall hack and cams on. I'm going to turn unlimited equipment on just to make it easy for me, although you don't have to do that. Let's go back to Kill House, or whatever it's, is it Kill House? Yeah, let's go back to Kill House, let's start a game there, and let's make sure this works. So, at this point you should have your thingy to say which color you want to trigger against, and I've left mine empty for now because I'm going to choose whichever color I'm up against. So let's choose SAS because I like SAS. I'm going to choose G3 for my weapon. I'm going to spawn some bots. So we have bots, let's spawn, let's say 6. Obviously you can try this online, guys, but I think the testing is better done on against bots. So let's do 8 actually. Let's be bad boys about it. And hopefully this should work. Now I want to choose, because I'm against the green ones, I'm going to choose green as my target color. So there you go. Hopefully this should be working. And it is. There you go. Look at that. It's not great though. I don't know if I missed anything out, or maybe it's just against some dark areas. There you go. Look at that. Look at that in action. I've got limited ammo, by the way, guys. This is just a little extra I put on. You don't have to have this on. You can just do it as you go. Now, yeah, sites like ACOG you want to avoid, because look at that. Look at that. No chance. Oh, got killed. All right, let's try a different weapon. I want to try, let's say, the sniper. Now snipers aren't brilliant for this, but they're not bad either. If you learn to use them properly, get out of the way, man. If you learn to use them properly, it can be really useful. As you can see, look at that. And this can be improved in a variety of ways, as I've shown. Look at that. Come on, go home. So. Let's pick up this M14. Hopefully it doesn't have a sight on it. Great. They got a lot of recoil, these bad boys do. Look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna choose something else with less recoil, but here you go, G36, G3. I mean, need some work on these bad boys. Yeah, things like so I don't know if I commented everything. I should have. Look at that. Of course, yeah, feel free to download this from the description, guys. Oh, who's doing airstrikes? Yeah, feel free to download this from the description, guys, and try it out yourself. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. Look forward to the aimbot tutorial I'll have up in a couple of weeks, I think. Yeah, I mean, I think a week the latest I'll probably have the aimbot tutorial, but I can't guarantee that. I will be making a video after this tutorial about my university work and stuff, for those of you that are interested. I know most of you guys just care about the hacks, but this is something I've been asked a lot, and I think it's relevant, as people will know kind of what kind of stuff I get into in my own time. So this is it pretty much. You should have a nice working one. If you've got any errors or problems or yours isn't working properly, download mine from the description, test it out, compare it to your own, see if you got any problems with that. And that is it. I mean, oh come on, beautiful spawns in Code 4. I love them. Oh no, I'm dead. But yeah, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and if you've lasted this long, congratulations. Let me know if you post this online somewhere, because I'll be really interested in seeing that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, well, I'm sure you have at this point, then do so. Thanks for watching. Give me a like, please, if you don't mind, and I'll see you guys later.